Well, my name is David Carpenter. I'm a public health physician. I came to Albany some 40 years ago as the director of the State Health Department laboratories. And while in that role, I worked to create the School of Public Health as a partnership between the New York State Department of Health and the University at Albany. I served as dean of that school for a number of years and then stepped down to devote my time to research. I presently am a professor in the Department of Environmental Health Sciences, as well as the director of the Institute for Health and the Environment. One of my major research areas of interest for the last 30 years has been the health effects of polychlorinated biphenyls, that is PCBs. I have something like 80 publications on PCB distributions and health effects. I have been invited to be an expert witness in a number of legal cases against Monsanto. The Mohawk Nation at Akwesasne, with whom I've worked for so many years, has sued Monsanto for over $1 billion. And at the present time, the Mohawks are in consultation with Monsanto for settlement of that case. And of course, that case involves primarily the evidence that I and my colleagues have developed over these years of the health effects in the Mohawks themselves. Perhaps not surprisingly, Monsanto has gone after me in major ways. The result of all of this is Monsanto has filed Freedom of Information requests to my university for all of my documents. All of this activity has totally frightened my university, the University at Albany. The result of that was that a year ago last month, just before Memorial Day, I was called into the human resources group of my university and told that I was being put on a, quotes, alternate assignment. That alternate assignment was I was not allowed to go to my office, where I am right now. I was not allowed to talk with anybody at the university, including my 8 PhD students. Now that got reversed in a couple of weeks because I had so many students and I was so important in their mentoring that nobody else wanted to step in and take care of all of that work. So I was allowed to continue to talk with my students, but not in my office. I was not allowed to get back into my office until last February. I had consulted with a local lawyer here in Albany, and we finally decided, well, we really needed to do something because nobody knew why I was no longer in the office. We met with a reporter from the Albany Times-Union, Brendan Lyons, and Brendan wrote several articles on the front page of the Albany Times-Union, our local newspaper. That alerted the community and other people, including local environmental groups, of my circumstances. Well, one of my colleagues, who is a lawyer in New York City, knew about PEER, and he suggested to me that I contact PEER and have them help. They knew exactly what to do, to go to the president first, to then go to the faculty senate, which is the body that basically looks over the administrative parts of the university when there are things that the administrative part does that they consider to be inappropriate. My interaction with people at PEER has been extraordinarily positive, and I'm so grateful for their assistance in resolving this issue. I was not penalized for anything by the university. It is just inexcusable that I was prevented from doing my job for a period of over 9 months just because the university got frightened when big bad Monsanto said boo.